Every day, usually sometime between 5 and 11 a.m., we release our Central Indiana scoreboard show featuring scores, highlights, details, and sound bites. All of the sports news from Central Indiana: Pacers, Colts, IndyCar, Fever, IU, Purdue, Ball State, Butler, and of course, the best high school sports coverage in Central Indiana. Please join us every day for the Central Indiana scoreboard show. You are listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report podcast number 286.4, our girls tennis team state preview, and singles and doubles regional preview.
You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengelt.
Welcome, tennis fans, to the Central Indiana Sports Report and our girls tennis team state finals preview, where we take a peek at the 8-team state finals field and the individual singles and doubles regional tournament, all at North Central on Friday and Saturday. I'm your host, Greg Mengelt, podcasting today from headquarters in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Producer Susie is in the control room. Hey, baby. Before we get to all of the tennis matches, just want to tell you about our YouTube page. It's our podcast hub, and you can find all of our podcasts there. Plus, very soon, we're going to have lots of video to go along with the podcast. All right, so the team state finals start Friday at noon with these four quarterfinals. It's number 4 Westfield against number 12 Chittard. Westfield's 21-1, Chittard 21-3. It's number 3 Jasper against number 17 Center Grove. Jasper is 20-1, Center Grove 17-9. Top-ranked Brebeuf takes on number 21 Providence. Brebeuf is the only unbeaten team in the state. Providence is 15-4. And it's number 15 Penn against number 11 Munster. Penn is 19-5, Munster 25-2. The semifinals are Saturday morning at 10 a.m., and Westfield, if it wins on Friday, would play either Jasper or Center Grove, likely Jasper in Saturday morning semifinals. It's likely number 1 Brebeuf will take on either Penn or Munster in the other semifinal. The state championship match is Saturday at 2 o'clock. And we start, of course, with the Westfield Shamrocks making a return appearance to the state finals, winning this year their second sectional ever, their second regional ever, and their second semi-state ever, after doing all those things for the first time last year. Westfield had 5-0 wins in the postseason, beating Hamilton Heights and Noblesville in the sectional championship, then Jay County and number 16 Delta in the regional. Then beat number 9 Homestead in the semi-state, every score 5-0. The Shamrocks have won 21 straight matches after losing 3-2 to Carmel in the season opener. Chittard is 21-3 and beat number 22 North Central 4-1 in the sectional championship for the program's first sectional title since 1975. They then beat Warren Central and Cathedral both 4-1 to win their first regional title ever, before a 3-2 win over number 6 Fishers in the semi-state. At number 1 singles, it'll be Westfield freshman Alexandra Grillo against Chittard junior Kathy Beckman. Grillo is 25-0, Beckman 23-4. At number 2 singles, it'll be Westfield sophomore Isla Harvey, who is 14-1, against Chittard senior Maggie Bertram, who is 22-5. That should be a really good match, as should at number 3 singles, where it's Juliette Grillo, who is 13-1, against Eileen Forsey, who is 25-2. Westfield probably has a advantage in the doubles. At number 1, they have junior Jenna Berry and sophomore Bella Rivera. They are 21-3 on the year. Chittard has junior Aiden Mahaney and junior Sam Pebbers, who are 21-6 together. And at number 2 doubles, Westfield has an unbeaten duo of senior Addie Coy, of course, a star golfer, and junior Ellen Volz. They are 15-0. Chittard will counter with senior Cassie Hunt and junior Elaine Diltz, who are 6-6 on the season. Westfield looks like the favorite heading into this quarterfinal, but this one could definitely go either way. The Shamrocks are coached by Trudy Kohler, Trojans by Molly Card Beckman. In another quarterfinal, it's number 3 Jasper against number 17 Center Grove. Jasper is 20-1 on the year. Their only loss of the regular season coming 3-2 to Carmel in the regular season finale. Jasper has 5 postseason sweeps, winning its 36th sectional and its 22nd regional before beating number 9 Evansville Memorial 4-1 in Saturday's semi-state. It's the program's 15th trip to the state finals. They've had 3 runner-up finishes. They beat Center Grove 5-0 on April 19th. And it looks like a bit of a mismatch here in this quarterfinal. I would expect the Wildcats to win either 4-1 or 5-0. Led by number 1 single senior Harper Wygand, who is 27-0. And number 2 singles senior Marion Hayes, who is 24-1. Oh, and to boot, they have freshman Lila Hawks at number 3 singles, who is 19-2. And their doubles teams are 25-2 and 17-4. And their number 1 doubles team returns Reese Mundy, who is a reigning state champion. Center Grove has Sloan Small at number 1 singles. She is 16-10. Junior Kenna Harbin has had a really nice season. She's 21-5 against the... If there's a tougher schedule that anybody plays in the state than Center Grove, I'd be surprised. And at number 3, freshman Alejandra Ariz is 11-7. The Trojans doubles teams are just 18-17 combined. Center Grove is coached by Debbie Burton. Jasper is coached by Scott Yarborough, who's in his 12th season, following in the footsteps of his legendary father. In the other side of the bracket, it's number 1 and unbeaten Brebeuf against number 21 and 15-4 Providence. Brebeuf beat number 5 Park Tudor 3-2, Pike 5-0 to win their first sectional championship in 10 years. Then beat Fountain Central and 13-time state champion Carmel for their first regional since 2011. Then they took down defending state champion South Bend St. Joe in the semi-state for their first semi-state title since 1984. The road to the state finals may actually end up being tougher than the actual state finals for Brebeuf. They are the state's only unbeaten team and a significant favorite to come away from this weekend with the program's first state championship since 1984. Brebeuf is the only program at the state finals to have won a state championship. They won 5, the most recent, like I said, 1984. Of course, their boys also won the state championship in the fall. What a year it has been for Brebeuf tennis. And like I said, they are expected to come away from the state championship this weekend. Providence got by Christian Academy 4-1 and Jeffersonville 3-2 to win a really tough Jeffersonville sectional for the program's 18th sectional title. They then beat Lanesville 5-0 and Silver Creek 4-1 in the Jeffersonville regional for the program's 8th regional championship. Then came the big one, a 3-2 win over number 25 Terre Haute South to win the semi-state. Providence was a state finalist in 2017 and 18 and the state runner-up in 2017. The Pioneers are led by Riley Trinkle, who is 19-0. Her sister Haley won a state championship in 2017. She will take on Brebeuf sophomore Chloe Wendowski, who is 23-2, in what should be a really good matchup. At number 2 singles, it's Brebeuf's junior Kitty Noga, who's 24-1 against Providence's Addie Wilkinson, who's 19-3. And Brebeuf at number 3 singles, Maureen Tancredi is 22-0. And for Providence, it's Claire Klimmerbeck, who's 18-3. Brebeuf is going to be really tough to beat at those singles matches, but if anybody can do it, it looks like it might be Providence. Where Brebeuf has the biggest advantage in this one is in doubles, where senior Caroline Held and freshman Natalie Held are 13-9 at number 1 singles, And Chloe Cannon and Leah Clapper are 18-6 at number 2 doubles. The Braves are coached by Brent Klayman, who will be looking to match Brandon Gill with his state championship with the girls. Providence head coach is Scott Gergel, who, of course, was the coach of the team way back when a Cub reporter named Greg Mengelt was covering the team for the News and Tribune in 2017 and 18. And in the other state quarterfinal, this one is probably going to be the most competitive of the 4 first-round matchups. It's 19-5 and 15th ranked Penn against 25-2 and number 11 Munster. Munster beat Penn 3-2 in the regular season, and this should be a really good matchup. To get there, Penn swept Mishawaka and Mishawaka-Marion to win their 31st sectional championship before a 4-1 win over Fairfield and a 5-0 victory over Warsaw for the program's 14th regional title. They then beat number 9 Fort Wayne Carroll in a bit of an upset, 3-2 in the semi-state. Penn is a 10-time state finalist, but it's the first time that they've been to state since 2013. Munster rolled through its sectional, beating Highland 5-0 in the championship for its 49th sectional championship. They then beat number 28 Culver Academy 5-0 and Crown Point 4-1 in the regional for the program's 34th regional title. And then they beat number 26 Harrison 4-1 in the semi-state. This is the 11th state finals appearance for the Mustangs, their first since 2019. They are a 7-time state runner-up, most recently in 2015. Here is why Munster is the favorite in this one. They have at number 1 singles freshman Priyanka Talamaraju, who is 27-0 on the season. And at number 2, they have Pallavi Talamaraju, who is also 27-0. At number 3 singles, they have freshman Beverly Compton, who is also 22-2. I'm going to guess that Munster's long-awaited state championship is somewhere ahead of it. Penn is the favorite in number 1 singles with Yanavi Kashik and Amina Safik, who are 15-6 against Munster's Anne-Marie Fuller and Risha Panagrahi, who are 9-8. And at number 2 doubles, it's sophomore Gabby Rowland and Ava Lightburn, who are 15-6 against Munster senior Claire Han and freshman Krisha Parrish. They are 16-5 on the year. Penn head coach Eric Bowers just went over 500 career wins between the boys and the girls, and Munster is coached by Patrick Spohr. The individual state tournament will also be played at North Central, with the semifinals Saturday morning at 10 a.m. with the regional championship in the afternoon at 2. Locally, we have 2 singles players and a doubles player in the tournament. In the South 2 region, Mount Vernon's 20-0 junior Caroline Allen faces Franklin's Nasuki Moore. If she wins, she will face either Warren Central's unbeaten junior Samaya Smith or Greencastle's unbeaten junior Allie Landry. Getting through that regional will not be easy. In the South 1 regional, Tipton freshman Kendall Coe will face Lakeland's 18-2 senior Emma Danahalova. If she gets past the semifinals, she will meet either Norwell's unbeaten junior and basketball star Macy Salfrank or Jeff sophomore Sydney North, who is 21-2 on the year. It's been almost 2 weeks since Coe last played, winning the individual sectional title at Alexandria. She talked with Tipton Tribune sports editor Michelle Garment about what she's been doing to prepare for the regional and about her expectations for her first state finals in her first varsity season.
I've just been going out to the courts, hitting with my mom, basically. That's what I've been doing. I've hit with my cousins, too.
All right. How nervous do you think you're going to be on Saturday?
I don't think I'll be that nervous. I mean, it is nervous. I am nervous kind of going into it, but once I get on the court, I don't really get nervous.
You're playing at North Central, correct?
Yes.
Yes. It's going to be packed down there, not just for tennis. state track final, girls state track final
Yes.
that day.
Mhm.
Now, I know they're talking about possibly storms on Friday and Saturday, which I know they have indoor facility. I mean, I don't know if North Central does, but I know there are indoor facilities they move the tennis to when that happens. Would you be okay playing indoors?
Yeah, I play indoors during the winter, so I'm familiar with playing indoors.
And would you prefer indoors if it's going to be windy?
I do prefer indoors, yes.
What parts of your game have you been focusing on that you felt like maybe needed shored up after sectional?
I definitely been working on my serve a lot. It's been kind of off and on recently, so I've been working on that.
Just a freshman, and here you are. Has it kind of really sunk in?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a great season. I've really enjoyed it, so it's great to be here.
And in the doubles tournament, Mount Vernon's unbeaten senior duo of Kylie Brandis and Carmen Lugo will face off against Franklin's Malia Murphy and Catherine Pinnock. So it's Mount Vernon against Franklin in both the singles and doubles. In the championship, it would be either Franklin Central's 10-6 tandem of Kate Hargraves and Christy Hine, or Brownsburg's 18-6 duo of Ayla Lothrop and Ella Schott. The singles and doubles state finals will be held next Friday and Saturday at Park Tudor. Thanks so much for listening. Always appreciate it. Please share this podcast with your friends and family and help us spread the word about the good work we're doing over here at the Central Indiana Sports Report. We humbly appreciate your help. The Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media. And I love Susie.